Yo, it's Ablackguygrows, and I'm back with another video. Yo, check it out, man. We in my kitchen once again, and today I'm gonna make a real quick, easy video. Soil building made simple. Check it out.
All right, let's start with an inventory checklist. First, you're gonna need these cups here. Containers, solo cups, red cups, starter cups, whatever you call them. You're gonna need these. You might need a spray bottle. You're gonna need some soil of your choice, your soil base, your soil filler, and you're also gonna need some amendments, slight amendments, and something to mix it in. And yeah, let's get it started. Next, we're going to add our soil, which you seen earlier was our Happy Frog soil. We're going to add a nice layer. Now, when you're thinking of this, think of it like building a pizza. When you're making a pizza, what is the majority of the pizza? The dough. So we're going to start with the dough, which is going to be majority of our soil building pizza. So keep that as an idea, because that's how we're going to ratio our soil. It's going to be the bread is the majority of the pizza, and then the sauce is kind of like, you know, what's the second most amount of the pizza, and then we got our cheese. I mean, depending on some people, the cheese might be a little bit more than the sauce, or for other people the sauce might be a little bit more than the cheese. Now, all the same thing, sauce and the cheese can be the same thing, okay? Now, for the pepperoni and the toppings, that's when we start getting our amendments in, those little boxes. Right there, that'll be our pepperonis, anchovies, olives, pineapple, sausages, bacon, chicken, and what else? Some other pizza topping. So let me get it set up here, and I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do this and record this all at the same time. But I'm gonna just let you guys know, we're gonna open up that bag and pour that in. This bag is the bread I was talking about. And this bag is the sauce and cheese. Sauce and cheese. This is the bread. This is the sauce and cheese. And this is the topping. Keep that idea in your head. Then you can build any soil you want.
Yo, we back. Oh. You want to pour this big old bag inside? About a pizza dough. Woo! You don't have to do it like this. You can do scoops and scoop it in. Or I don't know why I'm only doing it elevated, because it's easier. You could just do this all on the ground. Okay, so we're gonna pour the bag in. It's a little. All right. Woo! Bag thrown in there. Now that the bag's thrown in there, we're gonna go ahead and with our hands, we're gonna go ahead and even this out. We're gonna even this out. Kind of like a pizza. We're gonna even this out. ABGG is looking for a cameraman or something. So, let me show you what I just did.
We went ahead and just evened it all out. This is our pizza bread, our pizza dough. Okay? Learn how I'm going to do this, and you'll never, ever, ever have a problem building soil or understanding the process of building soil. You will never have a problem of understanding the process of building soil. So now that we got an even nice little layer here, this is called lasagna tech. Alright. We're going to go in with that other bag I showed you. The wiggly worm castings. So let me get that bag open for you guys. Alright. Wiggly worm casting. This is going to be our tomato sauce, guys. Tomato sauce going in, guys. Tomato sauce. Tomato sauce. Which means it's not as much, not just as much as a pizza dough, but just almost half as much. Okay? Think of it portions like that. Okay? There we go. Now that's our worm castings. Now worm castings, real quick and simple, is just doo-doo from the worms. Red wigglers. Now that is what your plant eats. Believe it or not, when you see plants growing out of the ground, they're eating the shit left over from the worms and other insects. So that's all we're doing here is we're adding a little bit of fresh worm shit to the mix, to our soil build. Okay? So right now it's pretty clumpy. When you get this stuff, it's gonna be pretty clumpy. You wanna break it apart with your hands. And then do the same thing and just put it like, like imagine you're building a nice little pizza here. We just put the sauce in, so let's even out the sauce throughout our pizza dough. Okay. Once we do that, we go in with our cheese. What's up, y'all? It's me, Ablackguygrows. I'm back. It's an art contest again, and I'm giving you guys a little bit more details. We're having an art contest. Everyone who enters the art contest will be entered into the showcase at the end, the art showcase, which will be held online, and it'll choose the winner. So, again, there's an art contest, and then there'll be an art show at the end where you guys will vote the winner of the art contest. And the prizes have changed. You get a backpack and all 3 of my shirts and a ½ ounce of weed. Tap in. In this case, our cheese is going to be just a sprinkle. You like that? A sprinkle. A sprinkle of perlite. Now the grade of perlite, it depends too on the grade of your perlite.
I personally pick a pretty thick grate. For these early plants, you don't want a thick grate. You want a very thin, or you know what I'm saying, a more particleized grate. So I'm only going to sprinkle this in there. Yeah, so when you're shopping for perlite, make sure you guys are getting the right sizes. I got a real big bag of the wrong size. But guess what? I'm going to use it. So we're going in with the perlite, which is basically like aerators. It works a lot of ways. It works like rocks, and it puts air in between your soil and air pockets. And it also works as like a drainage system because it'll help water go out and flow through it. And it'll also soak up the water so you don't overwater. So it's like a buffer, a soil buffer. So that's going to look like cheese, and that's why we call it our cheese. And we are literally sprinkling it on like cheese. Now in my case, I'm sprinkling it on because I got the wrong size, so I'm not putting that much in. But if you had the right size, then I don't see why full coverage wouldn't be warranted. Okay? So there you go. Now I'm going to show you guys what our soil is looking like so far. This is going to be a real quick because this is a real quick video because it's real simple. It really is simple. We're not overdoing it. We're keeping the idea. It's mostly soil here, and everything else is just being amended on top. It's just being, lightly dusted on top. Now we're going to go in with our 444 vegetable garden. This is the only amendment that we're going to put in there, sole amendment. Actually, we might put some trace minerals, but I think I ran out. I think I ran out of the azomite. So I'm actually going to have to go to the store and get some more azomite because that's something I would add in this stage. But other than the 444, some azomite, trace minerals, would have been a good thing to add right now. But I look like I used it all. So we're just going to put this in there. Really mess with down to earth, man. So, like I said before, lasagna tech, sprinkle tech, that's it. Now it's time for the fun part. Now you get to mix it in and get real deep. As soon as you do this, it's gonna start giving off this robust, like, earthy smell, like you done something in the kitchen. And now, like, it's like reaction. It's like, you know what I mean? You're getting that instant justification, like, oh, buddy, you done something here. Ooh, you done just cook something in the pot, boy, and that shit is festering. That shit is festering in that pot. Ooh wee. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and mix this up and get it all nice and good. And you already know what comes next. And look, the soil here is very moist and fresh, so we really don't need to add any extra sprays or water. Now, if you were dealing with soil that just might have been drying out or been sitting out in the sun, it's dried out, then, at this point, we will add some more water and get the working the water in as well. Okay? So we want to make sure we're getting this nice and mixed up. Oh, it smells so good. Like rainforest. It's going to smell like you walking in the woods somewhere. And it wasn't smelling like this before. Come on now. And now, you done something right. Okay? You can really hit that sweet spot in here. I'm telling you guys, it's just that easy. You didn't see me use no measurements, no nothing. For these people that are crunched for time and just want to simplify this, I'm telling you, this is it. This is it. This is the simplified method.
You know what I'm saying? You can do this and keep on pushing with your day. You can go about your day. I got work in the next hour. I can go straight to work after this. You know what I'm saying? And I got just enough time. I ain't got to go looking for measuring cups and none of that. All right. So now we all nice and mixed up. Okay. All right.
All right. A black guy grows soil. You guys want a t-shirt like this? Hit me up. info@ablackguygrows.com or DM me on Instagram, Ablackguygrows, or Twitter or TikTok. Ablackguygrows is everywhere. DM me for a t-shirt today, $30 US dollars. We got the deluxe t-shirts that are available too, $60, 60 US dollars. All right, so we're going to pack our soil in here, but keep in mind when you're packing the soil in, you're not overpacking the soil in. You're just filling it up, okay, and moving it around, shaking it down, making sure it goes to the bottom, but it's not packed down at the bottom. Got it?
Buzzworld Entertainment. Buzz.